Hello everyone, Mark here with Mark's Max Muscle, and it is round 2 for these gentlemen. This of course is a rematch between Flex Wheeler and Rafael Bradao. Yesterday's matchup was a strictly aesthetic matchup, so my judging system was totally different. This was just going to be a straight up matchup. So size, conditioning, everything like that I'm going to take into consideration of course, as well as aesthetics. Now, we're going to get into a little bit of a controversy here, perhaps. This is the 1993 Flex Wheeler. I am not using this. This is one of the worst front relaxed positions. In my opinion, that's probably why he changed his look so much, to favor his front relaxed position. Now, look at this one here, from 1999, I believe, 98. I should really know my stuff. One of them 2 years, though, for sure. Look how muscular he is. This is 99 for sure. Look at the massive delts, and you can see some striations there. Synthel or not, he is winning this pose in a judged contest. But here's probably the controversy. I'm not choosing either of those 2 years. This here one from the 97 Arnold Classic. This is the best front relaxed position, in my opinion. He just looks so polished, and the proportions, everything, symmetry is just perfect to a T. Conditioning is good too. So, anyway, after that huge minute-and-a-half long explanation, Flex Wheeler takes this in the front relaxed position. I just didn't want to throw this one and have you guys say, oh, the 93 one's the best. But come on, look at that first front relaxed position of Flex. It was not the best. But, of course, as we break it down into the poses, the mandatories, the 93 is by far his best version. This front double bicep goes to Flex Wheeler. Look at that waistline and blooms up into them flaring lats. Now, the biceps, very interesting situation here. Flex's right bicep, his right arm, appears to be the best one. His left arm kind of sucks. It's soft. And Rafael Bradao, it is his left arm that looks good, and his right arm sucks, so it's kind of a draw. I never liked the setup that Rafael Bradao has for a set of abs. I appreciate the vacuum, but I don't know. Maybe his waistline is too long. I don't know. Just unaesthetic, in my opinion. I like his classical version. Yesterday in the front double bicep took the advantage for sure and defeated Flex. But Flex gets a point in this one. Front lat spread was never a good pose for Wheeler. Earlier on in his career, I would show you, but I'm just going to explain. His lats, you could not see them. He looked good and conditioned and all, but the lats were just not visible, and that's very important to me. Here in 98, it's pretty decent, but I think Rafael's lats are just a little bit more visible, and his waistline has shriveled to nothing in this pose. This is a good pose for Rafael. Both arms this time. A little bit smaller, of course. I mean, Flex, massive arms. That doesn't help him in this pose. But other than that, the conditioning of Rafael's arms is definitely a point for Bradao. And in the side chest pose, I remember yesterday, aesthetically, Rafael was winning this one. But now, look at the conditioning and the muscle mass, the sheer muscles. And again, the conditioning. Look at the vascularity and Flex and the legs and everything. The size of those legs. Flex is getting a point in this one here. His conditioning and the muscularity is just too much for Rafael. Rafael looks good. This is a good pose for him. And usually not the best and most aesthetic for Flex. But I mean, based on a normal judging standards, the vascularity and the muscle mass is there. This, of course, is the 93 Wheeler. I decided to just remain with this side tricep of Flex Wheeler. I searched and searched for a good one, and I must say this is not a good pose for him. Now, aesthetically, this one here is fantastic. That's why I choose this one for yesterday's matchup. But I have to be realistic. I cannot stand when these guys hit the side tricep like this in a normal judging standards. And of course, in an aesthetic matchup, I let things like that slide. Not only that, but I welcome such a stance. But it looks like a front-on pose. I just can't stand. Sean Roden does the same thing. Now, brass tacks here, Wheeler might be edging out a victory with that massive tricep. But no, by default, Rafael Bradao takes this one. His silhouette is just perfect. This is a side tricep to a T. And we get to the back shots. This is a telling tale. Now, a lot of you guys might be upset about this, but open your eyes, look at this. Rafael Bradao is defeating Wheeler from behind. Flex not known for his rear lat spread. I never really appreciated it at all. Now, yesterday he did scoop up a victory. He did the splits for goodness sakes. How aesthetic is that? Very, very impressive. But here in a regular judging standards, look at the conditioning. I mean, the width of them lats. Rafael takes it, and in the rear double bicep, it's no different. I'm not just doing this to upset you guys. I'm actually putting this match on for you Flex Wheeler fans, the guys that believe that Wheeler would defeat Bradao in a straight-up matchup. But I have to be true to myself. Like I said, I want to make you guys happy, but I'm not going to vote for Wheeler because you guys want me to. I have to be true to myself, like I said. I'm sure you guys appreciate me being honest and true to myself rather than just me being friendly all the time and voting the way you want. I'd rather have an honest enemy than a dishonest friend. Again, it's plain to see here, guys. Rafael Bradao means business as far as the back is concerned. Strangely enough, Flex Wheeler is winning in the glute department. That is very funny indeed. His lower lat insertions are still not to be messed with, but it doesn't matter. Bradao takes this one. This ab and thigh shot puts Flex Wheeler back on the board. That was 3 losses in a row for poor Wheeler. But he did scoop a couple of victories at the start there and another one here and there. So it is tie game. This is all tied up, ladies and gentlemen. And it's plain for me to see Flex Wheeler is just head and shoulders above Bradao as far as the abs are concerned. He is bringing up the lag there a little bit more, making it appear to be much larger as well. Bradao needs to do a couple little things like that to improve upon this pose. Not a fan of his abs. Either way, Flex Wheeler ties things up. And if this most muscular is the tiebreaker, then this is a less than epic final. Flex Wheeler had so many most musculars to choose from. This is the one that I selected. Actually 93. It looks like a more modern version. He's so massive, but trust me, this is 93. Fantastic. Wheeler just looks so massive. Of course, he's leaning forward. That's the game I think Rafael was playing in the rear double bi and the rear lat spread. He's leaning back, making himself look a whole lot better. And in retrospect, for Rafael Bradao to defeat Flex Wheeler in the rear double bicep, that says a whole lot about Rafael Bradao, or it doesn't say much about my voting techniques. Either way, Flex Wheeler takes the win in this matchup. Of course, Bradao won the aesthetic matchup, so it is somewhat a tie game for these two. Of course, as one of my viewers pointed out, Rafael Bradao is just a young man. He is just starting out. So, after his career picks up, I'm sure he's going to get a whole lot better, and we could redo this comparison matchup, make it a little bit more fair for Rafael Bradao. Sky is the limit for that young man, but taking nothing away from Mr. Flex Wheeler, the winner of this matchup, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.